Hey everybody, it's Marshall Mook here. This is going to be my Supergirl Star-Crossed episode review. I know I am behind on a lot of videos, so I'm going to try to catch up as soon as possible, but I had to post the Descendants video because a lot of people requested it. Also, Justice League trailer is dropping tomorrow, so that'll come before some of the other stuff, just because it's a huge thing, and I kind of want to get that video out before anything else, but I'm going to catch up, promise, before this next week of videos, because I have to, basically. But anyway, this episode was pretty interesting, kind of, you know, I guess it was maybe like a filler episode-ish. I mean, it basically focused a lot on Mon-El lying to Kara, and there really wasn't a lot of story there. Like, there wasn't a lot of purpose. This was really to set up the whole crossover with the Flash. Also, we had a Winn storyline that we kind of saw coming, kind of not, so I'll talk about that later. But anyway, Mon-El. So Mon-El's parents we saw from the last episode, like the I guess, end credit scene, I guess you could say, the last episode. His parents were in, well, not his parents, we didn't know that yet. But anyway, these people that seemed like they were from Daxum, which was, you know, kind of obvious, came to Earth. And they found Mon-El in this episode, and we found out that Mon-El was actually the Prince of Daxum this whole time. And Kara, if you recall in one of the episodes, it was actually in the recap of this episode, she said that the Prince of Daxum was the worst, and that he was basically that bad, like really awful. She talked about how the royal family was awful too. And Mon-El basically lied and said that he was a guard of the royal family this whole time. So anyway, fast forward to when Kara, you know, figures all this out in the ship, and she's even like eating, you know, dining out with the Daxumites. And she's just so mad. And I love how they have, like, these subtle hints and drops of, like, Kryptonians versus Daxumites. I just love that. I love how they still hold a grudge against each other's people. And I like that. And I also love how, in this episode, there was a mention where Mon-El's mother, you know, during that conversation with Kara, she dropped that Kryptonians aren't so forgiving, and I was like, oh, that's so true. That's like every Kryptonian storyline where someone lies to a Kryptonian, Superman or Supergirl, or maybe even Superboy, who knows for sure. But it kind of made me think of that episode where Superman in this season isn't forgiving Jean because of the kryptonite, if you guys remember that. So that's kind of an Easter egg for that episode, kind of not. But another storyline is Lyra, Winn's girlfriend, also lied in this episode. Or I guess the whole time, this whole season. So I knew that they weren't done with the whole Lyra storyline. I knew that wasn't going to go away. Because it's like, it was just kind of like so quick. And I was like, there's got to be something more to this storyline. So anyway, what really happened is that Lyra was conning Winn the whole time so that she could eventually gain his trust, so that she could break into an art museum and steal one of the most famous paintings of all time. Starry Night. So I love that. I love that she lied this whole time. So Winn gets James's help. James's guardian, it just really isn't working for me in this episode. It really hasn't worked too much for me this whole season. It really doesn't work for me here. But anyway, so Winn gets James's help and the DEO's help to capture her. And then they save her brother by the end of the episode. I did love the fight scene at the end with Guardian, though. I did like that fight scene with him and the art thief, or the art crime boss. I don't remember his name, but, you know, the one alien. You guys know what I'm talking about. That was actually a really nice fight scene. And I thought it was really interesting that Winn still cared for her. So I don't know how that, you know, kind of makes sense. You know, that was kind of, like, irrelevant for this episode, but, again, it really feels like a filler episode. I love this here, because this kind of reminds me of, isn't it Infinite Crisis, I think? Or Crisis on Infinite... I don't know, like, I think it's Infinite Crisis where, like, Supergirl dies in, Superman's arms. I think it's Crisis on Infinite Earths, but I don't know. But you guys know what I'm talking about, the cover with the iconic cover with Superman. They actually already did that this season, too, with Superman. But enters Music Meister. So Music Meister enters in this episode, and they say that he is an alien, but in the Flash duet episode, he says that he's not really, he comes from a place where they wouldn't really understand. He's a very all-powerful being, so he escapes the guards, he escapes his imprisonment, whammies Kara, as they call it, and then heads off to Earth 1 to find the Flash. So I love that. I love that he is doing this. We'll talk more about this in my Flash episode video. I'm going to post that as soon as I post this. But I just love the next episode. Like, it was so fun to kind of see them do, like, their own musical. And I really do hope they do another one. They've actually talked already about doing a second musical crossover. So I'm excited for that. I think that's going to be really great. But again, we'll talk all about that in my next video. I really do think that episode was really fun, especially because Grant and Melissa are just so great together. But what did you guys think of this episode? Please comment down below. What was your favorite storyline, even though there's like pretty much only 2 of them? And do you think it was a filler episode? Because it kind of felt like that to me. And then by the end it was like, oh no, we have Music Master now. So what did you guys think of it? Again, comment down below because I'd really like to hear all your thoughts. Remember, I'm still going to post everything. I'm still going to catch up, but I have to post that Justice League next. So don't forget to scream out to the world by sharing this video down below to all your social media. Don't forget to like and favorite this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and as always, I will see you guys later for some more videos. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye.